Hey guys, what's going on? So welcome to What the Fill episode 6. It's been a minute since I uploaded a video. I know I did take a bit of a hiatus. I was off for about a week and a half. I got sick with the flu, so I had to take some unexpected time off. I got better from that, and then instead of coming back right away, I took a couple days to sort of do what you see around me right now, which is I got some new lights in the space, and I got these curtains hung up, which really has sort of improved the video making process, and I'm really stoked. I will have a couple new covers up next week in this new space. I mean, it's the same space, just sort of renoed. So yeah, you can be stoked for that. And I'm really pumped to get into this video because I really wanted to do this video ever since I learned the song Writing on the Walls by Underoath. And there's one section in that song that I talked about at length in the lesson video, and I said I am very likely to do a What the Fill where I just break down the whole section. The section I am referring to was the intro of this video. So that's what we're gonna learn. There's a lot of fills going on. It's sort of like, I guess technically it's like, if you include this little snare roll, the third fill is just a snare roll. So if you include that, there's about 5 fills going on throughout this section, kind of moves over the bar line, a lot of great flow. Even if you're not learning the song, even if you're not really a metal drummer, just learning this sort of, this pattern, because it's long, a lot to memorize, it's really gonna challenge you, really gonna push you and expand your vocabulary, I promise, I guarantee it. So yeah, with all that being said, let's get into this lesson. Let's get learning this really cool section from Writing on the Walls. So this long phrase I have broken up into 4 different exercises. Once you learn all 4 of the exercises, you essentially have the meat and potatoes of what's going on. You kind of don't have all of the filler necessarily, but it's a pretty straightforward pattern outside of these 4 exercises. Each exercise I'm going to take you through at 3 different tempos. We're going to start nice and slow at 90 beats per minute, and then we're going to go up to 135 beats per minute, and then we're going to go up to 184, which is the final tempo because that is the tempo of the song of Writing on the Walls. Now, I know usually I take you through the sticking in advance, but these sections, these exercises are very little small chunks. So I don't think you're going to need that. But instead of taking you through the sticking, I will play each tempo 4 times. It's going to go by pretty quick though because like I said, they are pretty small little chunks. So you should be good to progress through this, and by the end of it, you should have this phrase, this section down. Now, without further ado, let's just dive into it. So here we go. Exercise 1 in What the Fill episode 6. The first real sort of, I guess, start of the, well, it is the start of the section, and it's the first real fill in the section. Perform for you now. Coming off of exercise 1 at that first starting tempo, we're gonna move it up in BPM, make it a little bit faster. Here it is, exercise 1 performed at a higher tempo for you right now. Okay, fantastic. I hope you have that down because we're gonna make one more step. We're gonna go up to full tempo. We're gonna go up from 135 beats per minute all the way up to 184. So here it is, 4 passes of exercise 1 at 184 beats per minute. Perform for you now. Moving right along, after that, you guessed it, exercise 2, and that's pretty much going to be the flow of the video. So from here out, it's pretty self-explanatory. The next thing we're going to do, exercise 2, at the starting tempo of 90 beats per minute. Perform for you now. So coming off of 90 beats per minute, we're gonna move up to 135, just as we did with exercise 1. Both exercise 1 and exercise 2 are definitely pretty straightforward so far. Exercise 3 is gonna get a little bit more complicated, but for right now, let's keep on moving up to the tempos on this guy. So here's exercise 2, increased tempo up to 135, perform for you right now. Fantastic, so hopefully you have that down. We're gonna move up to the final tempo, 184 beats per minute, perform for you right now. Great, so coming off of exercise 2, you're halfway through learning all of the real chunks of this lick, and we just have 2 more to go. Exercise 3 I'm about to play for you, the reason why I would say this one's just a little bit more complicated is because of the way I start this. So we're gonna go right, and then we're gonna go left, and then we're gonna go right, left on the tom, on the rack tom, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3 on the floor tom, finishing on our right hand, and then we're gonna move our left hand up to the crash on the other side of the kit. I'm gonna demonstrate that once more real quick here, air drummed for you. So it's gonna be right, then left hard. These guys will be, you're gonna notice when I get into it in a sec, but these guys are gonna be really soft. They're gonna be ghost notes. So we're gonna go ghost, accent, and then right, left on tom, right, left, right on floor tom, up to crash cymbal to finish it. It's really cool. I don't think that's how Aaron actually played it when he recorded this, but that's how I interpret it for the cover. And I really liked how it felt that way. It's just kind of something different other than just right hand lead around the kit. So I hope you enjoy it. And here's exercise 3 at the starting tempo of 90 beats per minute, perform for you right now. Coming off 90 beats per minute, of course, we're moving right along. So the next tempo we come to is 135, and here it is, exercise 3 at 135, perform for you now. All right, so here we go, up to the final tempo. Exercise 3, 184 beats per minute, and here it is performed for you right now. All All right, so there you have it. On the screen for you right now are the timestamps for exercises 1, exercises 2, and exercises 3 for you to jump back to and redo any of those if you liked them, if you enjoyed them, or if you struggled with them. You can go back and check those out now. We're gonna move on to exercise 4, the final chunk of this lick, and then after that, we're gonna play together. We're gonna play the lick together at a couple different tempos. So here we go into exercise 4, performed for you right now at the starting tempo of 90 beats per minute. Coming out of that guy, like, I didn't really say anything going into it. There's not really anything too complicated there. Again, we just see some similar themes, of course, some very similar recurring themes, and it's all right-hand lead around the kit, so nothing too crazy. The difficult part with all of these, I guess, would just be how much of the fill is sort of over bar lines. Like, it's very fluid, right? Even though it's fluid, it still is very simple patterns. So I hope you got it down at 90. We're now going up to 135. Here we go. All right, of course, so as you already know, 135 beats per minute has been tackled, which means that we're on to 184, the final tempo for exercise 4. And then you'll have pretty much all the chunks down, and we can talk about what we're gonna do with those chunks after this. So here you go, 184 beats per minute, the full tempo of Writing on the Walls. Exercise 4 performed for you right now. Great, so there you have it. You have all of the important key parts. Now you're gonna put it into the actual groove. You're gonna play along with me. I'm gonna demonstrate the actual groove that I played at the beginning as the intro. I'm gonna demonstrate that for you at 115 beats per minute. You can follow along to it. I'll do it a couple times with different angles as I've done throughout this video. And then after that, we're gonna go right from 115 all the way up to 184. The reason why I chose those two tempos is just because if you've come here from the lesson video, those are the tempos that I used in the lesson video when I taught this full song, which you can find a link to in the description if you would like to check out the rest of the song in that lesson video. So here we go. Let's play the entire lick of this fill section from Writing on the Walls at 115 beats per minute for you to play along to right now. Okay, fantastic. So here we go. We're gonna do the final phrase. We're gonna go all the way up to 184 and play it all the way through. Hopefully you've kept up to speed to here. Hopefully coming off of that last demonstration, you managed to sort of put all of the different exercises together and include, I guess, like the groove parts, right? Because there's definitely a little bit of filler that I didn't have in the actual sort of exercises that you see there when you get into the actual section of the song. So I hope you got it down, and we're going up to 184 for the final exercise, the final tempo, exercise 5 here in episode 6 of What the Fill, performed for you right now. All right, great. So that's been it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you are stoked that I am back and that I will have new covers up next week, because I am so thrilled for that. If you want to see how I learn these songs, if you're interested in my practice sessions, then I encourage you definitely check out my Patreon. Huge thank you to all of my patrons who support me. If you are one of my patrons, you can watch me every single day. Well, not every single day. You can watch me 5 days a week as I sit at the electric kit over here during my practice sessions that I'm actually learning these covers. So if you want to get in on those live streams, check out my Patreon link in the description below. And yeah, outside of that, thank you so much for watching this video. You can connect with me further at all of my social media pages. You can find links in the description as well as on the screen for you right now. And I will see you guys all very soon with something new.